Maggie had been best friends with Sarah since they were kids. They had shared everything with each other: secrets, dreams, and even boys. Sarah had been diagnosed with a rare form of cancer in her early 20s, and despite the treatment, she lost the battle, leaving Maggie heartbroken. She missed the sound of Sarah's laughter and the comfort of her company, but she understood that she had to make peace with her friend's passing. One night, as Maggie sat alone in her apartment, she received a text from Sarah's number. It was strange because she had deleted Sarah's number from her phone days after her death. The message was cryptic and eerie, with phrases that Sarah would use frequently. Maggie was convinced that someone was playing a prank on her. She nervously replied but received no response. The next few days were filled with more messages, all of them from Sarah's number. The language became more disturbing, and it was clear that whoever was sending these messages knew a lot about Sarah and Maggie. Maggie began to feel uneasy in her own home. She knew that it couldn't be anyone playing a prank on her, but how could it be possible? She finally decided to take matters into her own hands, and she began investigating the source of the messages. She went through all of Sarah's belongings, hoping to find answers. That's when she stumbled upon a spirit board, with the message, "I'll always be with you." Maggie had never believed in the supernatural, but this was too much to explain. She immediately knew that the board must have been the source of the messages. The messages got more frequent, and the language more menacing. Maggie realized that the messages were tearing her down, and she could not do it alone. She reached out to a medium, who came to her aid. The medium helped Maggie to connect with her friend's spirit. Sarah's ghost was upset, she was angry, and her soul was trapped on this side in pain. The spirit was looking for a way to make peace with the living. Maggie was shocked to hear all of this and promised to do everything in her power to help. The medium told Maggie that they had to play the board one last time, and help Sarah find peace. They set up the spirit board in Sarah's favorite park under the moonlight. The board began to move on its own, and Sarah's spirit was able to communicate with Maggie through the board. Sarah finally revealed her true feelings, apologized for the hurt she had caused, and said her final goodbye. The board stopped moving, and the moon shone brighter than before. Maggie knew that Sarah's spirit had finally moved on and that she would no longer have to endure the haunting messages. The medium helped her understand that Sarah was at peace, and her soul was finally free. Maggie knew that she had found closure, and although she missed Sarah, she had a newfound peace in her heart.